Hey traders, and welcome to Stock Talk on September 20th. So yesterday there wasn't a stock talk, but there was one for the members in which we talked about general trends, commodities, and really the stocks to watch for this month. But what we also talked about was this higher high line, right? You guys can see that we've had a pretty definitive uptrend and we continue to be bullish. Is this a surprise? And the answer is no, right? We expected this. We've been talking about this over and over and over again in terms of a higher high line, in terms of a reversal near the 20 period moving average or at the 20 period moving average. And now, where are we? 293.94 was the high today. We're looking at a resistance line pretty much around 295 now that, we're heading forward in time, and you guys can see that here's the resistance, right? As we increase in time, the resistance line is getting higher, and that's fine. What does that mean? Markets are pushing higher. Perfectly normal market behavior in a bullish trend. So you guys can see that's the resistance, or the near-term resistance. However, the support right now, I'm actually going to move this line from this support, 286.65, and move this line to the this support right here, which is around 289.13. That would be the next area of support should we start falling down. That happens to coincide with the 20 period moving average. All fine and good. So right now, the markets are looking fine. I don't see any sign of a reversal pattern back to the downside. And, how many times have we talked about, this bullish behavior? Too many times, right? So, guys, if you guys are interested in the course, please take a look at the description box down below. There's a link to the course, and what I do is I explain everything step by step. How to analyze the markets, how to take particular trades, buying, selling, holding, day trades. All that is taught in the course. And whether you're day trading or swing trading, step by step laid out to you, and you can apply this on a daily and on a trading basis. While the day is trading, you guys can apply those skills and concepts, and many have in the course, to making a profit. Here's TVIX for volatility. In the past video, which was on Tuesday, I talked about how we made an all-time low, how we were actually forming a base at this time, but it wouldn't be surprising to go lower, right? I asked you guys a question, whether your risk to reward ratio would be, valid in this case. And you guys can see we're making an all-time low. Can we come up and bounce up a little? Sure we can, as we near the resistance, but we're still making newer lows, right? And that's just, if I gave anyone this graph or this chart, what direction is it heading? Well, you don't need any technical line to say this is going down, right? This is just how it is. All right, let's take a look at commodities really quick. 4/CL. So 4/CL, you can see a very definitive resistance line around $70.05. What happened today? Can you guys see how we pretty much back tested it? We can't. So here's my slight concern is we closed slightly below my support line, but it's pretty much at the support line, just give or take a few cents. What did we do today? Yesterday we broke above. Today we back tested at the possible new support. Is that unusual market behavior? No, right? It isn't. And, if you were to take a trade, you could take a trade on the bullish case, because we talked about how if we closed over this level, this would be the bullish case for that next push higher. Here's the resistance, 74.37. Of course, always set a stop loss, but look, pretty much it, right? So nothing too unusual here. You guys can see that UWT, which follows crude oil, we closed today at 38.74. So, this resistance line, can't see as well as this chart, but you certainly can find it on the crude oil futures chart that I just showed you how to look at those trends. All right, 4/NG. For those in the course, they know how to identify very nice support and resistance lines and how the markets move, how commodities move up or down on a trading basis. Here we are right now. You guys can see we tested where? Once again, 2.987. And in minute detail, you can find it in various time frames and various ways in which you can find a good entry position. Now, you guys can see that we tested it once, got rejected off of it, came down a little bit. Is that normal? Absolutely. Nothing that we expected differently. Anything, nothing happened in terms of anything different. Perfect market behavior. What can we do now? Certainly consolidate sideways. Guys, I can write this story. I can't write this story any better than this. So just letting you guys know. And good job for people who are in natural gas. /GC gold futures. So gold futures, we're looking at the ticker JNUG, JNUG, which follows gold. And we talked about a consolidation pattern at a resistance. And what we're seeing right now is some bullish notions for gold. That's normal, right? Consolidating at a resistance, usually that could break that resistance. Now, if we can actively close above this resistance, we kind of did today over 1210. We did close, I believe, around 1211. But, if we get some more definitive moves to the upside, JNUG is moving rather quickly to the upside, rather exponentially quickly. You guys can see how we're moving higher. Here we had a back test of the 20-period moving average today, looking good. Gold looks good right now. And that's just how it is. And for the first time in a long time, what happened to gold? We went over the 20-period moving average. That looks like, on this chart at least, gold has reversed. Guys, this is hard. So, yeah, and these concepts are taught profusely. I'm talking about it after the fact. I'm talking about it at 6 p.m. Eastern time. After the fact, after the day is done. But you guys can identify these trends when the day is occurring, right? All right. So let's take a look at a couple of your comments. Yarvin, can you please take a look at yesterday? So we'll take a look at a couple of them. I won't tackle all of them for the sake of time. But once again, silver, you guys see any sign of reversal right now? And the answer has to be no. Let's take a look at the 4/SI graph. Where are we right now? Here's silver. Have we crossed the 20-period moving average? No. Have we formed a reversal pattern? No. So not right now, right? We don't see any sign of reversal. This certainly can play out to the downside. So that's one to be cautious about. And if you got in at this point, and what if it goes all the way down? You're like this, like you think, oh man, it's gonna reverse right here, right? And get pulled down. And when you look at USLV, you can see this. Sure, we formed a short-term base, but we formed a base here. We formed a base here, right? So thanks, Yarvin, for that call-out. Congratulations, Brolik, on UGAZ and DGAZ. Yeah, perfect. We'll tackle two more. Excuse me. So we'll take a look at TQQQ, Evan. So TQQQ is one in which, the markets are very bullish right now, sure. And unfortunately, the Nasdaq wasn't as bullish yesterday. Today, we did recover back up. You guys can see a base support at around 95.79, and generally this is a bullish pattern on the long term. On the short term pattern, this is playing out to be a bearish pattern. However, I am leaning towards a more bullish pattern. We really need closes on the chart. Especially over like the $71 level. Triple Qs have to go over that level. If they can't go over that level, this is on a short-term bearish pattern, and that's just all we see right now. But generally, as markets are pushing higher, I expect the triple Qs as well to be pushing higher. So, thanks for that ticker. All right, Christopher. All right. Well, actually, I'll tackle two more just to round out things. Christopher. Take a look at LABU or biotech. LABU, once again, this is such a predictable pattern right now. Support lines are at the higher low line, right around $90 to $93. You guys can see that entry price, and what are we doing? We're going higher. Where's the resistance? The lower high line, 104, 102, around that area. This is a very easy play. The only thing you want to be cautious on is we are getting wedged in, so just be a little careful of that. But, this is a good call out. I like it. And finally, long on SD. Take a look at PayPal. Yeah, PayPal right now looking pretty good, right? PayPal's on an uptrend. It's rather definitive. Here's the bull flag pattern. Here is crawling up, right? We're holding over the 50 period moving average, bouncing off the 20 period moving average in some cases, right? Holding over the 20 period moving average certainly is a worthwhile look at this one. Nothing wrong with this chart. This looks very bullish. Let's take a look at the long-term chart. That is not... Yeah, so it looks pretty good. So there's nothing wrong with this chart. You guys can see this first bull flag move and followed by continuation move back higher. So good job with PayPal. The one thing about PayPal is I think it moves rather slowly. So you just want to be a little, you know, if you're a little patient. Actually, it doesn't move that slowly. It moves around 1% every day on average. So yeah, it's a pretty good call out. So I like it. Thank you once again for watching these videos. You know, if you guys are interested, please take a look at the course and do some comprehensive analysis on the Discord chat. So, all right, enjoy the trading day Friday while you can, and I will see you guys on Sunday for the next Stock Talk. All right, guys, happy trading.